Welcome to another episode of the Classic Show on RNC TV. Like I always say, this show is made for you, the viewer out there. Please do me a favor, help me by subscribing. Put out their comment, share and like. Please support the hustle. I beg you. Like I said, this show is made for you, and if you want to be part of this show, you want to share a personal experience, be it business, be it marriage, be it whatever you want to share to the rest of the world, please feel free to call any of the number below and see it done. I remain your host, Mr. Aja. Today, we are visiting the land of Biafra to know what is going on. Welcome, my brother.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad.
Your name?
I'm so glad to be here. Viewers out there, my name is Uchechukwu Wangwa. I'm an activist, a Pan-Africanist, and I'm also an artist.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Nnadi Kanu, on last month, 20th September, was sentenced to life imprisonment. Is there any hope for the people of Biafra?
Thank you. I would like us to let's dive in a little into the issue of Nnadi Kanu before we start talking about the hope. What is the crime of Mazi Nnadi Kanu? What did he do? What did he commit? Nigeria. We know that Nigeria has been designated as a country of particular concern. Nigeria has been declared. Yes. Nigeria has been declared a country of particular concern, and this year as well, a Canadian court called APC and PDP a terrorist organization.
Okay.
Yeah, this year. Okay. So, and there has been reports from Amnesty International and so many other international bodies on the abuse of human rights in Nigeria, killings, okay, Igbo killings, Eastern killings, it's there, okay, killings of Christians and all that, it's all over there. They've given reports, okay. Now, I want to also establish that IPOB is an organization, a global organization. Okay, it means Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. Okay, and IPOB has a security arm. Okay, and their work is to combat Fulani headsmen, because we all know what is going on. They are kidnapping Igbos. They are raping our mothers when they go to farm. They are killing children and a whole lot. Fulani is committing that one on the bushes of Biafra land. Okay, so because of that, this body, which is ESN.
We'll come to that.
Okay.
We'll come to that.
Okay.
But my question now is there any hope?
Yes.
Since Nnadi Kanu is
Yes, there is hope. The hope is that the lawyers are doing everything possible to pursue the appeal for his appeal. Okay, they are filing for his appeal, and although the government is frustrating the effort, okay, but we believe it will go through, because an innocent man shouldn't be kept behind bars.
So when you say an innocent man, do you in totality believe that Kanu have done everything right?
100% right, and this is my reason. Now, I've given reports that Amnesty International they have so many reports of Igbos being killed, okay, by the Nigerian state, the military, the police, and all that, and there are so many.
People are killed everywhere. So they know people are killed.
Okay, I am coming. I'll go to that, but for now. Okay, if you talk about the North, the people who are killing people in the North are Boko Haram, ISWAP, and so. But here is the case. In the East, it is rather the military and the police.
The people you mentioned that, but I'll come there later. They are also killing their own people.
No. they are not killing. Now, okay, okay. Let me continue with what I was saying then. Now, the security arm of IPOB is Eastern Security Network, which their work is to combat Fulani headsmen in the bushes. Now, countless times,
but they end up killing their own citizens.
They don't kill anybody. Asari Dokubo, I want to say this categorically, has come out severally to say that he is the one in charge, that the government employed him, that the government contracted him, so that it is his voice that is in charge. So, of the security in the southeast. So if there is any killing in the southeast that is not done by the police or the military arm, then ask Asari Dokubo that question. IPOB doesn't kill. So that is it.
Well, it wasn't Asari Dokubo that put a sanction that nobody should go to market or go to work on Monday.
For that is the sit at home. It is part of the agitation for Biafra.
Does it make sense?
It makes 100% sense.
How does it make sense?
Now, listen. The people.
That's what I'm asking you. Do you think, in your own infinite wisdom, do you think Kanu did everything right?
100% right. The reason is, now, if you get to Abia State, do you know that? Okay, I visited Abia State, and I was there on Monday. I was going out. I had somewhere to go to, and so I came out, and the streets was like a ghost town. It was empty,
and you couldn't do the business that's supposed to.
No, I'm coming. What I want to establish here is that the people were not forced.
No, they forced.
Who forced them?
Because if they come out, they'll be killed.
Who killed them?
The
military and the police.
No, not the so-called.
Unlike Asari boys.
No.
So who does?
So how the Asari boys will come out to the 5 states of the southeast, and any person who refuses to abide by the law of sit at home, they'll come out, they'll get killed. We see the news. Let's not pretend that we don't see the news. Let's be realistic here. People are being killed for not sitting at home. Cars are being burned for not sitting at home.
There is something.
And you are causing a financial loss not only to the state but to the citizen.
Let me say something. I have gone through amnesty reports. Listen, they accused the state government. I am giving you an international report. They accused the state governments for being responsible for the killings of the citizens.
So why
they used Ebubago and the other thing? They mentioned it there. These are international reports.
So why don't?
So it is actually these killings you see on Monday are talks recruited by government.
Mm-hmm. So what? Why
to cause this mayhem on the citizens?
Hold on.
On the people of the south.
You see, this is where I have issue with.
Okay.
The Igbos.
Okay.
You say sit at home, and you are telling, and you say you have what network?
Eastern Security
Network.
Their work is in the bush.
Their work is
combating Fulani headsmen.
So what stopped the people who is combating them to combat the one that comes out to kill their own people in the same city they're supposed to be protecting?
So that they can still. Right now they are in the bushes. Now they are being accused. They are being accused.
They're in the bushes. Still, the herdsmen in quote are still perpetrating their atrocities in their city in the bushes. We see our women being raped, men being killed in the same bushes that you said that they are being protected.
Now that is why they did everything possible to calm the activities of IPOB. That was why they arrested Nnadi Kanu and all that. So the momentum and everything.
You say that sit at home. You force people to sit at home. It is later the people don't have any option than to do what to sit at home.
But before then, I want to say that.
And I come in. You come in, and they are now telling me that there is a bag which was formed by the government. So, as a civilized leader he is, don't you think he should have said, okay, this is at home, I scrap it, everybody go to your work, let me see how these people come and kill.
Now, you made mention that I told you that they are in the bushes. Yeah. You say, why don't they come out on the streets and fight?
Yes.
And combat those who are coming on the street to kill innocent civilians?
Yes.
Now, right now they are in the bushes and they are being accused. You're calling them to be the ones that has been killing the innocent citizens. But I've given you the people who are responsible. Asare has claimed the responsibility. International organizations has accused the eastern states, pointing Ebubago and one other this thing, to be the ones responsible. Then why the others are the military and the police? Okay, so these are the people. So what happens is, since there was a declaration of sit at home, and that sit at home, there was a time, okay, it was used as a tool of protest, okay, because the thing is, countless times, the people were doing prayers, or happened, they were doing prayers, and the military came in, the joint police came in, and they killed them at that spot. The one in Aba happened, it's on international reports. The one in Aba, they were having their prayers and they came there to shoot them and people died and all that. So it's been happening. So because of that, instead of protesting, so that is to say the state doesn't want people to come out, maybe do their fellowship, do their prayer or protest. So the best for this, stay in your houses.
And
but even on that,
and you see that sitting on your houses, have you, the government or the leadership of Kanu, ever sat down to think there are people who earn their living by the day? That the day, whatever they eat is what they earn that day. You are telling them not to go to work. And you are causing a financial loss to the state and to their citizens.
Bro,
and you have tried this in it for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You see the agitation of your people. And never occurred to you to say, I'm putting stop to this. It is not happening. Because the very federal government you say you are doing this against don't even feel anything from you.
Fine.
You are rather killing your own people.
Fine. I am coming. I'm coming. If the impact of that sit at home is not affecting the states or the government, they will not be reacting towards it. You get it? Now,
but what is does, I'm coming. That they have reacted on it.
No, I'm coming. Of course, they've been discouraging.
But you have had, but the citizens of the very region have had more, should I say, lost more than the state.
I'm coming. Wait, I am coming. You're not losing anything. Listen, I wanted to come on the program on Sunday. You said no, there's that. So Sunday you will sit at home, right? You will go to church or whatever, or you sit at home. You see people staying at home on Saturdays. But you can't sacrifice one day for your freedom as a protest, since you say you want Biafra, since you say you want freedom.
But this sitting at home doesn't add anything.
No, it's doing a whole lot.
It's not.
No,
the honest truth is not.
If it is not, the government wouldn't be complaining. Now, see what it's doing. The internal generated revenues, the government is losing it. The government is losing billions in a day.
What about you?
You rest. It is your rest.
You rested Saturday. You rested Sunday. You want to rest again on Monday. And you will still come back to complain that you are being marginalized because you have wasted 3 days without working. So how do you want your region to flow or to flourish?
Now, I am coming. We said this, we would have been on the streets. Normally, you can protest when you want independence. It has happened in several countries and all that. You lead a revolution, you protest and all that.
And you're afraid they will kill you if you protest. That's
not afraid. They've been killing.
They'll be killing. So now you have done the sit at home for how many years now?
The sit at home has been ongoing. But please, I want to correct something. Okay. Now, Mazen Nnadi Kanu introduced that sit at home. That was during election times to boycott election. Okay. At a time he scrapped that sit at home. You understand? At a time he scrapped that sit at home. Before he
during that time, it's not a continuation something. He did it
after
it's an event.
Yes.
And he called for
that. Yes. For the election.
Yes.
Boycott the election. Sit at home. After this. Okay. That's.
But there was no station day that every Monday there should be sit at
The
home.
people actually chose that.
No. If you do not know, it was the one at Finland.
The one at Finland.
Yes.
Who
Ipa.
is that? Simon.
Simon Ipa.
Simon.
He was the one who came and imposed it. It was Simon Ipa.
What do you mean by impose?
He imposed it because when he started, people didn't accept it, and it was forced on the throat of the people.
How did he force it on them?
If you came out that day, they will kill you.
Who will kill you?
The same people that you say that they are the security of the high pope.
The same people that are in the bush. ESN.
So the
same people that are in the bush.
It's the same the people that is saying that they must implement the law listen, I'm coming. You mentioned there are military men, Nigerian military men who are also doing what they are.
Fine.
There are also a military men who are doing all that thing that they are not supposed to do. The same thing with what you are saying. There is a ISMN or whatever as you call it that are in the bush, right? They send them because their organ have given an order that you should sit at home. They are carrying the duty that is given to them because they see that anybody who refuses to abide by that order is against them.
No, their work is at the bush. They are there at the bush. What happens is the states are the ones who recruit touts to kill innocent civilians. Those who refuse, those who comes out.
So now,
those who refuse to, in order to target on IPOB. That is what happens.
I get it. So my point is, what are you doing to combat whatever the government has formed against you?
What we are doing to combat
it.
Whatever. I want you to be specific. Can you?
In times of the people that he said that the government formed.
Okay. Yeah. Ebubago recruited Asari Dokubo.
So
and
now, what are your own security agencies, which is
Eastern Security Network?
What are they doing to combat them, to stop them from that, from whatever they are doing?
You can't combat them. The reason why ESN was formed was to combat Fulani headsmen because of raping our mothers when they go to farm, killing people in the bushes when they go to farm. Okay, so that is their field and their work. Okay, now coming to this other side, you can't combat them because this is government. Asari said he was contracted. It is the government that are empowering these people, the state and the federal government.
Okay. Now let's move to back to my question, which do you think in all ramification that Kanu, everything he did was in order? Now let me take you to what brought the incident that took place in his house that led to the death of his own father and many other Igbo indigents. The utterances of telling a sitting president that he will cut his head and use his head to drink wine. These are some of the utterances. To you, do you think that utterance is supposed to come from a leader?
Okay. Now, the fairness, when it comes to freedom of speech, it comes to expression, it is guaranteed. And they said we are in democracy.
But I'm saying freedom of speech doesn't mean...
Say, okay, I want to tell you something. The president, Emmanuel Macron, was slapped by a citizen. Can that happen in Africa? A president being slapped? Can it happen in Africa? Can it happen in Nigeria? So now you understand what it is. What is democracy? Government of the people. So you're just a representative. You don't have rights or powers more than the people who elected you. If a president of France can be slapped by his citizens, can it happen in Africa? So what have he done? His what? Expression of his freedom.
But he called for the war.
He called for the war.
Because don't forget that, listen, we shouldn't act as if words doesn't carry power. The genocide that happened in Rwanda was two people sitting on the radio station interview, and one referred to the other tribe as a butterfly or something like that. That generated that conflict, that many people were killed. And that the same I'm using now, that Kanu used a certain words that he's not supposed to use as a leader. That lead to, because he called for a war. He said to the president, come, I will fight you, and I will kill you, and I will use your head to drink wine. And the man said, okay, let's fight.
Okay, so he called for a war. Then I never knew this is how we behave in democracy. That people can make utterances and the government comes
but don't just
kill them.
But
no, I'm coming.
In democracy, he make say anything that
he
like.
made. I just told you that the president of France
That
was
is
slapped. He was attacked.
No, the thing is that it's the person of the president. There's another place you will do that, and then we would.
So that is what I'm telling you. But this democracy we were brought. This democracy, they brought it to us.
Hold on.
The picture I'm painting is the so-called democracy was brought by those white people.
Coming, but they never tell you the outcome. Maybe after slapping the president, that's the only thing you see.
After slapping the
you do not know what happens after the slap.
It is only in a military regime that I will accept that.
Because the thing is that you cannot tell me categorically maybe that person is still working freely. Maybe he's somewhere lavishing or maybe being killed.
No.
Because perhaps the president didn't react.
Nothing happened. What I'm asking you, can that happen?
That's what I'm
Nigeria?
saying.
Can it happen in Africa?
For the fact that they slap let's assume that if you slap Tinubu right now, they cannot pick a gun and shoot you.
What will happen?
You
will die instantly. He said that there. He said that there. He said that there. Let me tell you. PDP conference. There was a conference. This was this week inside. Okay, that was between a governor and a senator's aide. And senator's aide was killed. This is happening in Nigeria. Just you get there. I don't know if they are showing power or just a governor's aide, a governor with his aide, and a senator's aide was killed at the spot. You get it? So these people have their securities and all that. Let alone
so now
when it involves a president.
We are wrapping up on this issue.
So
Kanu has been sentenced.
Now, so what I'm saying is, okay. So you were talking about okay. This is how we behave in a democratic system. That is to say, where when you talk, you don't have the right to express yourself.
You have the right to express yourself, but after talking.
Okay, you don't have the right after.
That's not after talking. Okay. You get a
the right after this thing is okay. That was actually the consequences. That is actually one of the words attributed to Idi Amin of Uganda. You have your freedom of speech. But your freedom after speech is what I cannot guarantee.
That's the word I was looking for.
Can you now agree with me or tell me, say that Nigeria is running a military system of government instead of democracy? Because if such thing, just as you said now, is still used in a democratic dispensation, so are we actually running democracy? Are we running democracy?
Even in the Western world, that's wrong democracy. It is not guaranteed. Your freedom of you are free to you have the freedom of speech, but your freedom is not also guaranteed. You cannot meet Donald Trump and say anything you like to him.
Okay,
you understand me?
But I just told you that people are expressing their minds in America, in Western countries, slapping president, which I gave you an instance here.
And
these are the people who brought.
That's what I'm saying. After slapping, do you know what transpired?
Okay, so that means
that is a possibility. That person is cooling down.
That means democracy is actually a scam.
Well,
yes. That is nowhere about it. See, that is what it is. That is why you see I advocate for military takeover. Because even the military in Burkina is far better than what we are experiencing in democracy.
Is the IPOB planning to raise another person to replace Nnadi Kanu since he's in the prison? Life imprisonment.
Okay, Nnadi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and he has committed no crime. I am expressing my views. I have my freedom of speech and all that, and expression. It is right. So long as I don't come to you, do you know what is a crime? Do you know what we can have exchange of words and all that, we can quarrel and all that. But so long as I don't touch you, come to you, touch you, or hook you, and all that. I have committed nothing.
But I have a defilement, which is what you say with your mouth. It can be called as a defaming. You defame the person.
Defamation of character. That is defamation of character is lying against somebody, saying what the person didn't do. So that one is different. You get it?
Now it's just like expression of your view.
No, it's just like, okay, what will you call this state? Okay, it's just like calling Nigeria a banana republic. Will you call that defamation of character? No. Because you get it. Look at the law court and all that.
So in a conclusion, like I said, is the
way forward
planning to bring another person to continue from where Kanu stopped? Or?
The thing is, talking about the Igbos, Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Although every Igbo is an.
But it's handicapped. So my question is, are they planning to bring another person?
We are
because
planning.
His coming out is not assured.
We are going forward. We are pushing for his appeal, for his release.
So if he was not released, what happens? That's my question.
He will be released. But the only thing I'm telling the Igbos is, they need to wake up. That is my word to them. Igbos need to wake up. Igbos need to understand, because till now, a lot of Igbos has not learned their lessons. They need to understand that the Nigerian state is not for them. The system is not for them. And it has never been for them. Okay? Right from time when we are younger, we keep hearing Nigeria will be better, Nigeria will be better. It keeps getting worse every day. And the Igbos are being excluded in everything that is happening in Nigeria. Call it appointment, call it recruitment, call it whatever. Look at the state of social amenities in the southeast and all that. We've been hearing of second Niger bridge till date. Now, ask yourself, why is it that we are only having one seaport in Nigeria? Only the Lagos seaport.
Yeah, this one. We'll come to the marginalization.
Okay.
So ending this topic about.
Okay. So I want the Igbos to wake up. I want them to start teaching their kids, teach your children what actually happened during the war. We were indoctrinated in schools. They used schools and the religion to indoctrinate us. They taught us nonsense. They taught us things that we are not supposed to be taught. Okay? They made us hate our heroes, those who fought for our survival as a person. The likes of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. Okay? Because if not for that, because the Igbos were marked for obliteration. That was a plan. That was the reason why soldiers targeted both civilians. The Fulanis, that is why you find out that Fulani came out the other time and said Nigeria belongs to them and they have the contract and all that. And that is true. Because they were contracted as early as 1967. Then, they were the foot soldiers who were going from house to house, killing and raping women. So these were what people passed through, the predicament. What about the Bini people, the Delta Asaba, Abo people can tell better and all that. So it is time we start teaching our children what actually happened and what transpired, how everything has been. Let us not pretend to them. Our fathers has been pretending to us.
Okay.
So that is just what, especially our schools and our religious institutions, which is the churches. Teach the children the truth. Tell them. But one thing I am saying is, if the right thing is not done, because if you're married to somebody and the marriage is not working, what do? You let the person go. And when there is a civil war, this is how many years now after the civil war? I've been expecting the international bodies, which they know what to do, because this country has already fought a war. They shouldn't fight again.
We'll continue with this topic. We'll continue with this topic. Because we are running out of time, we will continue, and this topic will be in the marginalization of the Igbos.
Okay.
So that will be another topic entirely.
Yeah.
Once again, thanks you for your insight and the energy.
Thanks.
So I hope you guys are feeling the whole vibe on this particular episode. Like as I say, we'll draw curtains here. Please feel free to leave your comment, disagree and agree with my guest. And if you want to be part of this show, do not hesitate to do what? To call the line below and be my guest. Once again, I remain your host, Mr. Aja. Thank you. Peace. Shalom.